Did you know that the feasts in the Old Testament are structured around the symbolism of the firstborn in the story of the Exodus, along with the law and the plans for the tabernacle? God gives Moses a list of feasts that the people must celebrate each year. This yearly cycle of feasts isn't random. It follows a biblical pattern that comes up again and again. The firstborn son inhabits the land and must act now, while the secondborn must wait, wander, and learn patience before inheriting. The first three feasts all take place in spring, the season of beginnings and firstborns. The Feast of Passover commemorates the great crisis of Exodus, the death of the firstborn, which God's people survive only through the sacrifice of the Passover lamb, which is offered in place of their firstborns. Next comes the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Moses and the people must leave Egypt in haste. There's no time to wait. This feast reflects the logic of the firstborn: immediacy, urgency, decisive action, and stepping into inheritance without delay. After this comes the Feast of Firstfruits. In Hebrew, the words for firstborn, beker, and firstfruits, bekurim, share the same root, meaning early fruit. Both terms represent the first life that emerges, and that must be given back to God. These spring feasts all revolve around the danger and necessity of firstborns, and of immediate action. But the final three feasts shift the rhythm completely. These are the feasts of the secondborn, feasts of waiting, renewal, and patience. First comes the Feast of Trumpets, which focuses on the musical sounding of the ritual trumpets. The sound of the trumpets calls the people to pause, to listen, and to be ready. This feast trains attentiveness, which is necessary for those who wait, so that waiting doesn't turn into slothfulness. Next is the Day of Atonement. Here, the people's relationship with the outside is addressed. 2 goats are brought before God. 1 goat is brought in, with its blood renewing and cleansing the sanctuary. The other is sent away. Some of what lies outside is integrated and heals the community. Some must be cast out. This is renewal through discernment, a necessary task of those who wait rather than rule. Finally comes the Feast of Tabernacles. God's people leave their permanent homes and dwell in tents. They relive the wilderness, the place of wandering, dependence, and delay. This is repeatedly the lot of second-born sons in Scripture, waiting outside the land and learning trust before inheritance. And at the center of the calendar stands the Feast of Weeks. This is the great harvest feast, which mysteriously unites the rigor of firstborn labor with the rest of secondborn waiting.